Okay, so while the media was telling you that the price of Brent crude was going up and it was at record highs, I was telling people that no, it has formed a top. There's a tall tail, okay, and the price has gone down in value. Well, at this moment, at the close of the market, you see a tall tail at the bottom, which means that it could possibly have formed a bottom. But there are some other factors in the pattern. So, but yesterday I made a video, and you could go back and look at it, and everyone was saying on social media and stuff, price of crude oil. They were just calling it crude oil. Well, the one you want to watch, there's a difference between WTI. Let's take a look at WTI. This is WTI over here. So if you say crude oil, you don't know what you're talking about. If you say Brent crude oil, you know more of what you're talking about. But common people on social media were referencing this while they meant this. So when you say that crude oil is above 100, no, it's not. WTI, the stuff for the US, is this chart right here, is trading at 94.32. And this chart right here, I'm using MetaTrader. And I'll just let people know that I don't actually trade oil, but I wrote a trading system to trade whatever commodity that you want. Now, which includes all kinds of different stuff besides for commodities. Now, you see right here with oil, resistance has already been set up using my resistance indicator, which is for sale for $500. You get the complete system that you can use on MetaTrader that as seen on this chart. And it has a signal indicator at the bottom and a resistance indicator at the top, and rules for the trading system. No refunds. Send me cash money through Cashapp. I send you the entire system with the rules, with the instructions. That's the end of the deal. Okay, if you have trouble setting up the system, of course I will contact you back and saying, this is how you do this is how you do that. But other than that, the deal is final. And over here at Brent Crude, we see that this thing has been going up with support, much stronger pattern. Okay, people saying, oil is above 100. No, it's not. Brent Crude is above 100. Brent Crude Oil is above 100. And it still is. Okay, so it broke down over here. Let me move this vertical line. You could see right here, it did a probe. A probe, okay, is a tail. That's what I call probes. The second tail right here did a very long probe, okay? That's just a line I drew from a previous top. Okay, so it stalled out at that level. It was having trouble getting above a level that it's had trouble before. Now down here, it came down here and it formed support, okay? Went up in this long consolidated up pattern, and then it broke up and went higher, okay? But now it is having trouble. It is having trouble at these levels, and it started breaking down, and everyone is freaking out and saying that it's up here, but it's not up here. They're acting like it's going to the moon. It hasn't gone to the moon yet. You shouldn't say that until it actually has gone to the moon. Because, in fact, while people were saying it was going up, it was going down, like literally all day. It just went down, 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 and it broke through support. It broke through its support, which is a significant pattern change by the fact that it broke through support. Okay, and now it also formed some resistance. So that's where we're at right now. That's all I wanted to really say in the video. But down here in my indicator, you get the sell signal. You get weakness right in there. Okay, and then you get a sell signal right there. It's saying to sell. So you could have sold instead of bought and make money all day long while people are buying oil or freaking out over oil. Well, it went down most of the day. Now, this one here right there, that is something to worry about because it may have formed support just like up here it formed a top. But the good news is, look at this. There is a resistance above, and the indicator is stronger on the sell side. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But don't say something that isn't happening, because that is lying. And if you don't know the difference between oil and Brent crude oil, you shouldn't be talking about it, because oil, this chart over here, WTI, that's below 100. Okay, that's US oil. Okay, that's the US oil. The stuff that is being affected over in the Straits of Hormuz, or whatever you call it, is this stuff. And I think like 20% of the world oil is transported through that strait. But guess what? That's not the same as US oil, right? All right. So, but the gas stations are still price gouging, even though it really shouldn't affect us. It is more affecting, I believe, countries like China and Europe are being more affected by the Brent crude because of what the Iranians are doing over there by trying to close the Straits of Hormuz. And before you say, oh, it's because of the war, no, they were threatening to do that already. That's why the U.S. military sent ships over there. I don't know what your position on the war is, but back to the charts. Don't lie about the price of crude oil, because crude oil, WTI, is below $100 a barrel. And look, it's been just going sideways over here, and it looks rather weak at these levels. It's been consolidating. I mean, it could go up. Commodities are unpredictable, but this is not a raging bull market by any means in WTI. Over here, this is a little bit more scary. It went up and broke out above a consolidated pattern. Over here, it consolidated, it moved sideways basically in a tight formation. And then it broke above this level right here, which it had trouble getting through. That's a breakout. And now it's trading right around there. It found support right at that area. Okay, what we need for to happen, if you want it to be cheaper gas prices, is you want it to break through the area of consolidation. All right, that's a wrap. Have a good day. Have a good day, and don't lie about the price of oil, especially if you're talking about Brent. There's a big difference.